Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had another horrible day today. Uh, in a perverse way, though, I find it pretty interesting what's going on. Let me just talk about the Dow here. That's what we're looking at. We are you can see here on this chart, I'm showing actually 5 days of Dow action, and you can see it's reversing every single day. And what's interesting to me is we have four tops here. This is 5 days ago, 3 days ago, yesterday, and then today. The Dow has gone up and tested that level four times last 5 days, and it's turned downside very hard after each test. And the downside actually increased today, lower than the other 4 days, and our range increases. And today we had a huge range of about 500 points from the high of today to the low. So what does this mean? I'm just telling you, something's up, something's coming down the line here really big, and I don't want to predict what that something's going to be, but hang on to your hats. These stocks are getting extremely volatile. And that volatility worked against us yesterday, worked against us today, but don't worry, that volatility will increase our profit over time. No question about it. We love volatility, so I'm not just ready to throw in the hat here, as I'm sure some people trading this pattern may be ready to throw in the hat today. It's a common emotion and reaction of amateur traders to want to quit when stocks get this way. Okay, what happened to us? Yeah, I really surprised yesterday. We had 25 positions, and we ended up, and things went bad yesterday, and we ended up losing, I think, $27,000 yesterday. And I thought that was about as bad as it get. We only got into 8 positions today, and we were negative $6,000 on the close yesterday. So I figured, yeah, this wasn't good, but uh, it wasn't going to be as bad as yesterday. Well, it ended up worse than yesterday. Those 8 positions were just horrible today, and we ended up closing out negative $35,000 in losses. So we've had $27,000 loss yesterday, $35,000 closed-out loss today. Yeah, that's really rough. Um, and the Dow, despite the 500-point range, ends up closing positive 16 points. Like, it's just going wild, but basically not changing hardly at all on the close. Interestingly enough, we have no positions today. We closed with nothing, nothing at all, which I'm actually kind of relieved. And let's look at, I will show you a little bit of what's going on with the individual stocks. This was our worst, but the pattern was repeated in several stocks, which made this is TRXC, Transcentrix Incorporated, and we had bought this thing on a re-entry yesterday. Yeah, a re-entry. It had closed against us yesterday, but it was a tolerable loss. This morning, unbelievable crash. I mean, we bought this thing, about $6, and we're stopped out down there. this morning at about $3.60. That is horrible. That cost us $19,000 in losses. I can't even look at that chart. I think that's the worst loss we've had. Uh, Definitely this year. Haven't had anything like that before. Terrible. But keep in mind that here, this is POW, POWW, Ammo Munitions Incorporated. Totally different stock sector. We bought this on a re-entry yesterday also, and then crashed down. It goes this morning. That was a $6,000 loss, not as bad as Transcentrics, but note the pattern is exactly the same. Totally different sectors. This is a, this is algorithmic trading by the big boys, and we're just on the wrong side of it. Very harsh. And just when you think that nothing is going right, something did go right today, and this is BTU, which is Peabody Energy Corporation. We bought this yesterday on this pop. It's up about $5,000 here. I complained about the pullback yesterday when I showed this chart. This morning, it really pulled back on the open. I thought, oh my God, here we go again for another one of these horrible things. And then it turns around in like 15 minutes here and just screams topside for our exit. And we end up getting out of this thing with $10,000 in profit. So that $10,000 was subtracted from about $45,000 in losses we had from the other trades, and that's how we got the $35,000 loss. But this $10,000 definitely took a little edge off that loss this morning, and just to show you that, yeah, even on the darkest day, something usually goes right with this algorithm. So I will tell you that all the people trading the price patterns that we are, and there's a lot more than just my customers, those people trading those price patterns, probably about half of them will drop out after today, and pretty soon things will get better again. You just got to stick with it. This is absolutely normal. It's happened to me hundreds of times over 30 years. Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Wednesday.